What's up, Steelers Nation? Before we jump into today's huge story, let me say this loud and clear. This team is working every single day to get better. They are correcting mistakes, tuning details, and pushing to deliver the kind of results Pittsburgh expects. Tough, disciplined, dominant football. And here on the channel, we're doing our part too. So before we begin, go ahead and smash that like button because today's update is one of the most important of the entire season. Quick note, Steelers Nation, if you want the official Steelers jerseys or hats, I left the FANATICS links in the description and pinned comment. Check them out and support the channel. Let's get right into it, because the Steelers defense just got a massive upgrade heading into the Week 33 battle against the Buffalo Bills. And oh yeah, Aaron Rodgers is back too. Steelers fans, after missing the last two games with that painful pectoral injury, Highsmith has officially been cleared to return. No injury designation, full participant. Mike Tomlin himself said it. Yes, no designation, full participant today. That's the confirmation we've been waiting for. And let me tell you, this is not just good news. It's season-shifting news. Highsmith isn't just another defender. He's a true difference maker, a tone setter, one of the most physical and technically polished outside linebackers in the league. And even though he's been limited to only 7 games so far this year, he's still producing at a Pro Bowl level. 24 total tackles, 15 solo tackles, 5.5 sacks, 1 forced fumble, 1 pass deflection, and none of that even touches his real value, edge setting. When he's on the field, running backs don't bounce outside. Offensive tackles can't just double-team TJ Watt. The entire defensive front becomes more balanced, more aggressive, and more unpredictable. Highsmith's return before facing Josh Allen? Yeah, that's a game changer. If you're facing Josh Allen, you better bring bodies. You better bring pressure. You better bring speed, discipline, and edge control. Allen isn't just a good quarterback. He's a one-man offense. He can escape, extend, stiff-arm defenders, run downhill like a tight end, and launch 50-yard lasers off his back foot. And that's exactly why Highsmith returning this week is huge. The Steelers need more than just TJ Watt hunting Allen. They need a second wave, a second star, someone who can win one-on-one battles, collapse the pocket from the opposite side, and force Allen to make mistakes. That's what Highsmith does. And there's more. Steelers Nation, this part might be the most exciting development of all. Pittsburgh has quietly started experimenting with something new this year, a 3 outside linebacker package. Instead of the traditional 3-4 defense, the Steelers roll out TJ Watt plus Highsmith plus Nick Herbig. 3 edge rushers, 3 disruptors, 3 guys who can win instantly. And guess what? It's worked. Herbig's burst, Watt's dominance, Highsmith's versatility. Against a quarterback like Josh Allen, who thrives on broken plays, this package might actually be the key. When you need contained chaos, you need speed on the field. You need guys who can change direction instantly. You need relentless pursuit. Highsmith's return makes that possible again. This isn't just another healthy player coming back. This is a major strategic weapon returning right before a matchup against the AFC's most dangerous quarterback. Let's be honest, the last 2 seasons have been tough on Highsmith. He missed time in 2024. He missed time again this year, and the defense always feels the loss. When you remove Watt's partner, offensive lines get to breathe. They get to shift protection. They get to chip more. They get to disrupt the rhythm of the pass rush. Highsmith is trying to put that behind him, and the Steelers need him healthy now more than ever. If he can stay on the field for the last stretch of the season, Pittsburgh's defense becomes a completely different unit. Steelers fans, we're not done, not even close. Mike Tomlin dropped the second bombshell of the day. Aaron Rodgers cleared, full participant, no limitations, all systems go. After fracturing his left wrist on November 16th against the Bengals, Rodgers missed last week's loss to the Bears. The team chose safety over urgency, and it paid off. He practiced all week. He passed medical evaluations, and now he's officially back for Week 13. This is enormous. The Steelers are 6-5 and fighting for playoff positioning. They've lost 2 of their last 3. The Ravens are pushing hard. And now Pittsburgh walks into Buffalo on the road in a must-win situation. Having Rodgers back changes the entire offensive outlook. Remember his numbers this season? 1,969 passing yards, 19 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, only 69 yards away from 65,000 career passing yards. Only 4 quarterbacks in NFL history have ever hit that mark. And he could do it in a Steelers uniform. That's history. That's legacy. That's leadership you can't replace. Want even more good news? DK Metcalf, who battled an ankle issue this week, is also expected to play. So in one game, the Steelers get their franchise quarterback back, their star power rusher back, their elite wide receiver 1 back. That's the kind of momentum swing you dream about late in the season. This team isn't limping into Buffalo. They're walking in with reinforcements. Let's talk big picture for a moment. The Bills are 7-4. The Steelers are 6-5. Both teams are in a tight playoff race, and both need this win. This isn't just Week 13. This is essentially an AFC playoff preview. The Bills' offense has been inconsistent, and their offensive line is banged up. If there was ever a time for the Steelers' pass rush to take over a game, it's right now. Highsmith and Watt together can wreck a game plan. Rodgers can control the clock, extend drives, and keep Josh Allen on the sideline. DK Metcalf gives the offense a mismatch Buffalo doesn't have the corners to handle. This is the healthiest, deepest version of the Steelers we've seen in weeks. The Pittsburgh Steelers have now dropped 4 of their last 6 games, a stretch that has not only damaged momentum, but has also taken away their grip on the AFC North. The Steelers are now tied with Baltimore, but the Ravens hold the tiebreaker for now. And let me tell you, fans are getting fed up. For 8 straight seasons, we've seen the same story. A winning record, a respectable season, but 0 playoff wins to show for it. And now, the base is frustrated. The players look frustrated. Ownership seems frustrated. Even analysts who usually defend this organization are raising their eyebrows. And this frustration burst into the open during Jerry Dulac's weekly Q&A chat with fans. The tone was sharp, tense, emotional. Steelers Nation is done with good but not good enough. They want accountability. They want direction. They want change. And at one point, a fan asked a question that is quietly circulating behind the scenes for a long time. Would ownership ever take some of the control away from Mike Tomlin if the season finishes the same way again? Jerry Dulac didn't hesitate. Something will definitely have to give, he responded. And then he added the line that's now burning through Steelers Nation. How long can they tolerate watching the same old thing?
Let's be honest. Coordinators call plays, sure. But Tomlin sets the philosophy. Tomlin shapes the identity. Tomlin dictates the game planning on both sides of the ball. And after that Week 12 loss, everyone, fans, analysts, even players, pointed fingers at the scheme, the game plan, and the lack of in-game adjustments. There's concern inside the building. Real concern. Here's the important context. Art Rooney II has spoken publicly multiple times about being unhappy with the level of success, or lack thereof, over the past decade. He wants more. He expects more. He demands more. But he also has a reputation. Rooney does not fire head coaches. He never has. And according to every insider from Dulac to Schefter to Kaboli, Mike Tomlin will not be fired. But that doesn't mean nothing will change. The pressure is building. The internal questions are growing. And the issues with this team, the inconsistency, the offensive limitations, the defensive collapses, the lack of playoff success, all circle back to one person, Mike Tomlin. So if firing him is off the table, then reducing his control might be the only realistic option left. Let's rewind for a moment. In Tomlin's early years, when the Steelers were winning playoff games and contending for Super Bowls, he wasn't nearly as involved in dictating schemes. He trusted his coordinators. He let great football minds operate freely. Think about the eras of Bruce Arians, Dick LeBeau, Todd Haley, Keith Butler. Love 'em or hate 'em, those coordinators had freedom, and the team produced results. But in recent years, Tomlin has taken more and more control of scheme and philosophy, especially on defense, and the results have not matched the investment. So here's the big debate. Is it time for Tomlin to step back? And honestly, many believe the answer is yes. Defensive coordinator Terrell Austin is likely gone after this season. His contract is up, and the defense is failing to meet expectations despite one of the most expensive units in football. What the Steelers desperately need is a defensive mind who brings adaptability, creativity, flexibility when necessary, a scheme that fits the personnel, not the other way around. If Tomlin continues to override those ideas with his own outdated preferences, the defense will stay predictable and inconsistent. This next hire could be the biggest decision of the entire offseason. On offense, the solution seems clear-cut. Arthur Smith is widely respected as one of the brightest offensive minds in the NFL. His style is modern, balanced, and aggressive when needed. But Tomlin is a defensive coach, and too often he has stepped in and narrowed the offense's focus, particularly when it comes to avoiding turnovers by avoiding the middle of the field. That might sound smart in theory, but it has also strangled the offense. A modern NFL offense cannot survive without attacking the middle of the field. It limits explosive plays. It makes the scheme predictable. It puts pressure on the quarterback and receivers to make impossible throws on the boundary. If Arthur Smith wants to push the ball deep or use the seams, let him. If he wants to run play action aggressively, let him. Let the offensive coordinator run the offense. Let the defensive coordinator run the defense. And let Tomlin focus on oversight, leadership, discipline, and motivation, things he excels at. Because right now, over-involvement might be hurting the Steelers more than it helps. All right, Steelers family, now it's your turn. How big of an impact do you think Alex Highsmith will have in his return? Are you confident now that Aaron Rodgers is officially back? And do you believe the Steelers can walk into Buffalo and come out with a season-defining victory? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear your predictions, your concerns, your confidence level, all of it. And before you go, hit that like button to support the channel. Subscribe so you never miss another exclusive Steelers update. Turn on notifications so you're always first to know what's happening in Pittsburgh. And remember, if you want to rep the black and gold with the official Steelers jerseys or sideline hats, the Fanatics link is right down below. Thanks for watching, Steelers Nation. Let's get ready for a massive showdown. Here we go.